YouTube. And yep, good evening to everyone who's watching this. I am live on all my platforms. That's Instagram, that's YouTube, that's Facebook. Also on TikTok. Eventually, I'll get there. Okay, something is talking. Let me see what is talking there. All right, I'm just seeing some people on Instagram there just saying hi to me. Monzo, I see you. Bruce, how's it? Thank you so much for joining me on this live. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about how to get paid for what you know. This is like the first time I've ever done live on YouTube and Facebook. I've done a couple of lives on Instagram before. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm just here to bring as much value and as much help to you as possible. There's a great opportunity for you to earn income online, and that's by you sharing what you know. And that's what I want to talk about here. Just do me a favor and let me know in the comment section where you're watching this from, whichever part of the world you're in. Most of my people who follow me, I know that you're mostly in South Africa, but I'd love to know which part of South Africa you are. If you're in any other country, just let me know. And like I said, we're going to be talking about how to get paid for what you know. If you see me looking up, it's because I'm looking at my phone. I'm live on Instagram right now. If you see me looking down, it's because I am looking at the YouTube people, the YouTube audience. Just give me a comment and let me know if you are hearing me correctly, you're hearing me fine. There are no issues with my sound or anything like that. I really would appreciate that feedback. So we're talking about how to get paid for what you know. It's possible for you to earn income by you sharing your knowledge. And I'd like to just start off just by sharing my own personal story. I'm what we call a university dropout. I went to university for first year, second year, and then unfortunately I was forced to drop out because my parents could no longer afford to continue paying for my school fees. So eventually I was forced to become an entrepreneur. I'm not an entrepreneur because it's just something that I naturally wanted. It's something that I was forced into because my parents couldn't afford to help me continue with my education. I then learned how to fix computers from one of my friends. He just taught me the skill. I watched lots of YouTube videos, and then we started fixing computers for different companies and different people. And then eventually, like in order to get more customers, I learned how to use social media, going on Facebook, posting to groups, creating Facebook pages, and basically just using social media as a tool to grow our business, which was focused on fixing computers. And everything that I learned, it was self-taught. I didn't go to school for the skills that I currently have. I was self-taught. I taught myself. And that's what I'm here to talk about with everyone who is watching right now, whichever part of the world you are in. You have got very specific skills that maybe you've taught yourself, or maybe you went to school and you got educated those skills. You can use those skills to earn income online. How? By taking those skills, packaging them into digital products, and then selling them online. And that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do, creating digital products. A digital product simply means that you are taking your information, right? Sorry, you're taking information and then you are packaging it in a way that other people can access it. Examples of digital products are maybe an ebook. You can write an ebook about a very specific topic and then you can sell it to people all around the world. You just take it, you put it on a website somewhere. People download that ebook. First of all, they pay you, they download the ebook, they read the ebook, they benefit from it. Another example of digital product is maybe like an online course, right? You can create a course about anything and you teach people and educate people about that particular skill or knowledge that you have. And the one of the things that most people will assume is, okay, don't I need to like go to school and get a degree and maybe just get some form of accreditation or certification to qualify me to become this teacher or someone who's selling books and maybe courses online? The answer is no. You simply need to be someone who has got knowledge that people are willing to pay for. the way that this space works, or the way that it works, is that people pay you to solve their problems. People around the world have got so many different problems. There are marital problems, there are work problems, there are home problems, there are business problems. You have got some skills that can help them to solve those problems. And if you take your skills, your knowledge, your experiences, and you basically go to those people with your courses, with your ebooks, and sell them to them, as long as it will provide them a solution, you're going to make some money. And that's why I'm here, to help you, to walk you through that whole process, so that you know what you need to do in order for you to be able to do that. Right. Okay. So this whole industry is called knowledge commerce, and it's currently estimated that by 2025, it's going to be a $350 billion business. In other words, $350 billion will be in circulation every single year. In other words, at least $1 billion is being made by people who are in this industry, who are creating digital products, and they are selling them. And one thing I want to tell you about these people who will be creating these products, or the people who currently are creating these products, they are not geniuses, they are not gurus, they are not experts, they are not people with degrees and PhDs or something. It's simply people who are taking their knowledge and learning how to monetize it. I'll give you an example. I was speaking to some of the people yesterday on Instagram, and I was saying, for example, there are some people around the world who have never had the opportunity to grow their own crops. So they are willing to pay for courses and trainings that can show them how to grow their own crops. Imagine that. Maybe you grew up in a big yard, and to you, you don't like growing crops. You don't like going outside, doing manual labor and digging in the garden. But there's some people who actually pay you money for you to teach them how to grow carrots or how to grow tomatoes. You simply take that knowledge that you have, you package it online, and then you sell it to people. And the nice part, like, we always talk about creating passive income. What's the best way for you to create passive income? Passive income simply talks about income that will be coming to you by you just maybe doing something once, and then it's just going to create money over and over again. By creating digital products, you can set yourself up for that. You can create a digital product that people will buy over and over again. You can go to sleep and people will be buying that product. Why? Because you created something that is of value that people want. But obviously, there's some questions that you might have. Like, for example, why on earth would people buy my course? Why would people want to buy my ebook? Why would people want to buy my knowledge? Like, really, there's nothing really special about me. Why would people want to get this information from me? And yeah, that's a very valid question. Like, you want to get clarity on that. Why exactly are people going to buy from you when they can just be using, maybe getting content from YouTube, or maybe they can actually hire someone else to train them or something like that? The first reason is because people are overwhelmed. People are so people are flooded with so much information. For example, if you're trying to solve a certain problem, and then maybe you just go to Google and then you just search how to fix maybe ABCD, you're going to get thousands of results that are going to pop up, right? Because there's just so much information that's out there. If you're trying to learn how to make money online, I guarantee there are going to be some people who are going to reach out to you and tell you that you can make some money through Forex trading, you can make some money through this and that. It just gets so confusing and just so overwhelming. So if you can prove that you have got a solution, or you have got something that works to get people a certain result, they actually will be willing to pay you, right? They'll be willing to pay you because you are what we call decluttering the whole process. You are sifting, you're helping them to sift through the noise, you're helping them to get clarity on what works, and then you help them to get a result as fast as possible. If this is making sense, please just leave me a comment and say, yes, it's making sense. If you can hear me or you're having any technical difficulties, let me know in the comments section. But I just want to get feedback from you guys. Just seeing all you guys on Instagram who are watching. I'm seeing Lewis, who's joining me today again. I'm seeing Wilbert. I'm seeing Miss Cindy on Instagram there. I'm seeing Shamil. Guys, thank you so much. There's lots of people watching here, so I can't acknowledge everyone. But thank you for everyone who is watching today. So, like I was saying, people are overwhelmed and they need help. They want to get a result fast. We were all raised up in school and we were all taught to believe that school is the only solution that's there if you want to maybe succeed in life. And we think that if you want to be someone in life, you need to go to school. But have you ever noticed that school never actually teaches you how to make money? Have you ever noticed that you go to school and spend years there, but you never learn anything about how to do your taxes? You actually encounter taxes when you're working in your first job. They never told you about taxes. Or maybe you want to become an entrepreneur. They never actually teach you how to become an entrepreneur. Why? Because you need to recognize that school in itself is also a business. And the business will teach you what you need to know so that it stays in business. If it teaches you how to become a business person, like a proper business person, they might run out of business. And that's why they are avoiding teaching you these things. So you have got the opportunity to create courses on very specific things that people were not taught in school, and you help people to get very quick results. And that's why people will be willing to pay. And then the second reason is like, when it comes to when people pay for something from you, they pay attention more. There are so many YouTube videos that can show you how to do anything. But people understand that when they make a financial investment into you, maybe to buy a course or to buy your ebook, they are more committed to the process. They are more committed to the process, right? Which is exactly what we need. We need people who are committed, and the way that they show their commitment is by making a financial decision and actually giving you some money. So people show their commitment through paying for your ebook, right? People will buy your book, ebook, or your course, or your training, or your digital product because they want to show that commitment, and they want something that they believe that, okay, this thing is going to work for me if I make my financial investment, and it's going to give me the results that I want. And then the third reason is people are getting more than just information. Why would people buy from you? It's because they want to interact with you. You know, when you watch YouTubers, most of the people who teach you anything, they're mostly based in America and all these different places. But when you find someone who can sell to you maybe like a course or training, you want to have personal interaction with them. You don't just want them to tell you what to do and then you can't ask questions. So when people buy your ebook or they buy your course, it's because they want that personal interaction with you, whereby you be telling them, okay, this is what you need to do, or this is how you need to go about this. And then because they've got that personal interaction with you, it helps them to get the results faster. So those are some of the reasons why someone actually would want to buy your own course, right? And maybe a question that you might have is, who am I to teach this? I'm not an expert. I don't have any credentials, right? I don't have any credentials. Let me just see if there's anyone who's got any questions in the chat. Like I mentioned, if you've got any questions, just feel free to drop them and I will answer your questions. We are talking about how you can get paid for what you know, taking your knowledge from your head and turning it into income. And the way that you'll be doing that is by creating digital products. So the question that you might have is, who am I to teach this? I'm not an expert and I don't have any credentials. What do you do when you don't have any credentials, right? You don't have the degree, you don't have the PhD. Why are people actually going to trust you? The reason why people will trust you is because you are most qualified to help the person or people that you used to be. I'll say that again. You are most qualified to help the person or the people that you used to be. People are not necessarily looking for a millionaire who teach them how to make $1 million. But if you have made $1,000, people want to learn from you because they have never made that $1,000. So you don't have to wait until you have got a thriving business for you to say that you know about business. You can simply teach people that little that you know, and it's actually going to benefit them. So you don't have to be at another whole total level that is untouchable. You just need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead, and people will actually be willing to pay you for your knowledge. So I'm saying that so that you can remove this notion that we have in our heads. We've always been taught that in order for you to do anything, you need to be so qualified. You need to get a degree first. You need to be an expert. You need to get all these certificates. You don't need that. You just need to be someone who is a step ahead of the person that you're trying to teach. I'm seeing a question there. Can I see digital products but not as myself? Can I? Okay. Okay, I think you're saying, can I sell digital products but not as myself personally? For example, can I set up a website selling online courses? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. The only thing that you then need to just figure out is how are you going to get people to get to that website to then buy your courses, right? I'll give you an example. Like there's a website which is called Udemy. Udemy is a website for courses. People create courses and then they put them there. And then the Udemy platform itself actually markets those courses for those people. They don't worry about the marketing. So you can do the same thing as well, whereby you just have got a clear plan on how you're going to be getting people to come and see the courses that you are going to be selling. Okay, so that's what I was saying. When you're trying to figure out, okay, who am I that I'm going to be selling these things? It's because you are a step ahead. That's what qualifies you. Like I gave the example earlier on, you don't need to have a degree for you to learn how to plant tomatoes and carrots. But there are people who want to learn that and can pay you money for that. Why? Because you know something that they don't have. Right? And tomorrow I'm going to be, if I hadn't mentioned this earlier on, I'm going to be doing these lives every single day for the next about 12 to 15 days. Tomorrow I'm going to be showing you different examples of different courses and different ebooks that you actually can sell, just so that you get an idea of the different things. Because most people would assume that, okay, if I'm going to create a course, it has to be something about making money online, like maybe like what Marshall does sometimes. But it can be a course about anything. I've seen people who are nurses creating courses. I've seen people creating courses about totally weird things that I would never find interest in, but they're actually making a lot of sales. So you can sell courses about almost anything, right? So people don't need you to be an expert. They just need you to be someone who can help them to get specific results. If you know how to get someone from point A to point B, they actually will be willing to remove money and pay you and learn from you. Why? Because you're helping them to get a result that they can't get. So that's how this whole process works. You just need to be someone who is one step ahead and you're helping people to get to the step where you are. The other question that people normally have is, I have no idea what I could teach or build my knowledge income stream around. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be creating a course or a training, what on earth am I going to be talking about? I don't know what to talk about. Well, it kind of makes sense. I get you. But what I want to say is that every single one of us have got certain experiences that we have gone through that qualify us to create digital products. You might look and think that, no, I don't really have anything. But there are things that you have gone through. For example, I've seen people who are actually Christians and they're teaching people how to read their Bibles and pray. People actually buy courses on that. I've seen people who have struggled with maybe depression and maybe they wanted to commit suicide and they overcame it and they're now teaching other people how to overcome that. I've seen people who had a porn addiction and now they're teaching other young men or women how to overcome that addiction, and people are actually paying them money for that. You can create a course on anything. It doesn't have to be about business. It doesn't have to be about making money. It can be about anything. I have a friend of mine who actually teaches people how to take photos using their phone, right? And he gets paid. He's got a course on that. He's making a lot of money just simply showing people how to take better photos of themselves. I know someone else who is teaching people how to use dating apps. He's got a course on how to attract girls or to how to attract high value men. Why? Because they have gone through that experience of dating and they understand how dating apps work. So they're just sharing their knowledge, they're sharing their experience, and they're wanting and they are actually getting paid for that. Isn't that amazing? You can create a course on absolutely anything. Feel free to leave like a comment and maybe just ask me, like, okay, Marshall, what do you think about this? And then I'll just give you feedback on how exactly I would approach it if I was to be maybe creating a course on that thing. But basically, yes, you can create courses about anything that you can think of. I'm just logging into my YouTube here to just check out if there are any questions that people are asking on YouTube. I can check on Instagram. Okay, I'm seeing Peace, Marshall. We hear you clearly on YouTube. Love from so. Thank you so much. That's Ease52. Appreciate it. I see Nomfundo is watching. Beloved is watching, and Grace Mlilo is watching. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Everyone who's watching right now. If you have got questions, this is the best time for you to ask questions. But like I said, we're talking about how to get paid for what you know. You can get paid for what you know, what is in your head. Someone is asking, do I offer mentorship? Part of the reason why I'm just doing these trainings for the next 12 to 15 days every single time at 7 p.m. I'm going to be live on all my platforms is because, yes, I want to introduce a training to you guys. I want to show people and teach them how to create digital products. If you're wondering why I'm talking about this, yesterday on Instagram and actually even on YouTube, you can go and check out, I've got a video where I explain how I made over R1 million, right? Over R1 million from simply creating digital products, from simply being someone who creates content, shares it online. I have made over R1 million in revenue by simply selling stuff that is from my head, stuff that is from my knowledge. I sell courses and trainings about how to start a YouTube channel. I've never reached 1 million subscribers. I haven't got there yet, but I show people how to get their first 1,000 subscribers, how to write ebooks, like the same way I'm talking to you right now. I show people how to build websites. All these things are things that I taught myself. These are things that I learned myself. And I want to teach you also how to take your own skills and be able to turn them into products that people are willing to buy. So tomorrow I'm going to make an announcement. Make sure that you come and watch me tomorrow again. If you're for some reason you won't be able to, know that's still fine. Send me a DM either on Instagram or leave me a comment on YouTube. Or if you're watching on Facebook, you can send me a direct message or leave me a comment on Facebook, and then I'll send you the details. I'm coming up with a training which will be more detailed, which will show you the step-by-step, everything that you need to know so that you get started. That's going to be my free gift to you guys. So make sure that you leave me a comment or you reach out to me directly, and I'm going to give you that training. Nebogang is asking, can I create a course only on text? For example, there are no videos, only text and maybe some images. Yes, you can. The way some people do it is that they create email courses. In other words, someone pays money. Let's say maybe they pay, let's say $20, right? And then they are paying for you to send them emails. And in those emails, there's only text and images. You are sending them information maybe on a daily basis, helping them to achieve a certain result. So yes, that actually can be done. Then Pinky is asking, how do you know which courses are selling and how do you advertise these courses? Those are great questions, which I'm answering in the next few days, but just to give you a basic understanding on the approach that I would use. In order for me to know which are the best courses to create, I don't recommend creating a course from nowhere. I recommend researching to see what other course creators are already creating. For example, there's a platform called Udemy. Udemy at the moment is the biggest platform in the world for people who sell courses. If you want, you can create your courses and put them there, but I don't teach people to do that. I just teach people to do research from Udemy. The reason why I wouldn't want you to put your course on Udemy is because Udemy is always giving discounts and makes people's courses way too cheap. I want you to make lots of money from your course. I wouldn't recommend actually putting your course on Udemy. But Udemy will show you different courses that people are creating around the world, and it will show you whether those courses are doing well or not. So that's the one of the methods that I use. In terms of actually marketing the course, there are platforms like Udemy. You can put your course there, then they'll market it for you. Number two, you can do what I do. I share content on social media, which gets people to ask me questions, like the same way that you're asking right now. I answer people's questions in my DMs or maybe in video content that I create like this. And then that's what attracts people to my website. And then they buy my courses. And the third thing that you can do is that you can do paid advertising. Paid advertising is when you are paying these platforms like maybe Instagram, like TikTok, like YouTube. You just pay them so that they can show your course link people around the world, and then people will pay. Another thing that you can do is maybe start off a blog. And this blogging is nice because you don't show your face. I know some of you guys are actually very shy to show your face. So you can maybe start a blog and then advertise your courses from there. I'm going to be talking about many different ways. So make sure that you just keep either sending me messages or just commenting here, and I'll just keep answering. Okay, do you offer mentorship? I answered that. Evening, how do you get paid? The way that you get paid, that's a great question, is that you set up a platform. You set up a platform. I'm going to be talking about how to set up the platform in the next few days. You set up a platform where people can go firstly and find your course. When I say platform, I'm just meaning basically a website. They go to the website and they find out details about the course, how to do ABCD in 15 days, etc. If they agree with whatever you wrote there, they then click the button which says buy now. They buy now, they enter maybe it's their card details or the PayPal, email, or whatever method. You then get a payment, and then you immediately send the course to them. That's what we call a process of the course on a DVD or something. Everything is hosted online. People will immediately get the course, and then you also will immediately get the payment. I'll be teaching you guys how to do that. Okay, Yasin is saying that he'll Instagram me he will message me on Instagram. That's fine. Louis Chira sent a request to be in your live video. Louis, just keep hanging around, and yes, I will then add you. I just want to make sure that I'm answering all the questions that people are asking. Let me just check on Facebook. All the questions people are asking. But yeah, guys, that's basically we're going to be talking about how to earn money from what you know, right? How to earn money from what you know. You can get paid from simply creating membership, anything that you want. You can get paid for sharing your knowledge. Okay, on Facebook, I'm not seeing any comments there. That's fine. But yeah, basically that's the whole process. And I'm going to be bringing this video to a close in the next 5 minutes. But for now, let me see if I can go live with Lewis and then answer your questions. There's Lewis reaching out to me on Instagram. Samwise, I see your comments. Thank you for that. Saying that this is very helpful. I appreciate your comment. Mr. Lewis, how are you? Hello? Lewis, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm great, thanks. You are live with me on radio. Thank you for your kind words. I'm seeing you are in the dark. Is that load shedding? Or you're in your room? Okay, no, that's fine. I'm happy to be chatting with you. Okay. So do you have a specific question for me?
I was thinking of recording what I do, and then I will post the videos on Creator HQ and then maybe start to monetize them.
Okay. Send me a message on Instagram. Oh yeah, actually you did yesterday. Let's continue chatting about it, and I'll help you. I'll give you a few ideas that you can go with.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything else I'm good. Just that I don't have the food for me to get started with.
Okay, no, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, let's just chat on Instagram, and then we'll see what we can do.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just going to end the live now. Thank you for everyone who came and watched and joined us. The guys on YouTube, the guys on Facebook. If you're going to be watching this later on, please just let me know just by typing in the comment section hashtag replay. Let me know that you watch this as a replay and not as the live. But I appreciate every single one of you. Keep tuning in. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be releasing a free training tomorrow, which will show you guys how to create digital products for yourself. So otherwise, thanks so much, guys. Have a great evening. Take care.